has affiliate marketing peaked?
Hi guys, welcome everyone to this, I would say, fantastic and very exciting panel. We're going to be talking, has affiliate marketing peaked? So my name is Maria, I'm director of Casino at Game Lounge, and this is my fantastic panel of experts today. And guys, I suggest you go around, introduce yourself so everyone familiar with what you do, and then we can go deep dive into discussion.
I can start if that's okay. I'm Katarina. I'm Senior Account Manager at gambling.com. I've been working always in the affiliate side for a bit more than 4 years by now. So yeah, if there is one thing that I do love to do is talk about affiliation.
Hi everyone, thanks for having me. I'm Alessandro, co-founder and director of Fomento. We are an affiliate network with our own traffic sources as well, especially for LATAM and also Tier 1 now.
Hi, my name is Lana. I am a founder and CEO of affiliate conference Conversion Conf, and we are oriented mostly for CS affiliates. And today I would share my expertise from all my friends affiliates. One of them I see they are even present here. And it's a pleasure to be here.
Great. So let's set the stage, and I'm going to jump into the biggest question straight away. Do you think affiliate marketing has peaked and we're going to seeing a slowdown from now on, or it's actually an evolution, and what we're going to be seeing is the new emerging way of traffic growth and the biggest facilitation to the iGaming industry to its growth in a nutshell? So what of your opinion, Katerina? Do you think we're going to see more growth or slow down from this point?
I wouldn't say that it's slowing down, but it definitely is evolving and it's being shaped in a different way. So the same way that we see a lot of difference when it comes to the iGaming landscape in general, affiliation keeps on following that. So when it comes to new aspects that before affiliates didn't need to be on top of, now we need to. So I'd say before, I don't know, a few years ago, affiliates would just look at themselves as lead generators. Nowadays, affiliates need to be on top of many fronts. So AI, retention strategy, market regulation, pretty much everything that you can think of. Fraud, fraudulent traffic, I don't know, you name it, and you need to be aware of to be able to be on top of pretty much everything.
Well, I think it depends also on the geo, because, for example, Tier 1, I think it's a little bit saturated, especially because now each country has a regulation, compared to 10, 15 years ago was not like that. Only with MGA you can target all Europe, but now each country has stricter and stricter rules, so it's a little bit difficult to generate traffic for those markets. But for example, Tier 2 and Tier 3, it's increasing, actually. So, for example, LATAM that we work with, it's increasing. There are many new affiliates, many new media buyers, and Asia as well. It's a little bit different culture, but it's booming. It's increasing the numbers there, and not to mention Africa as well. The first operators that went there, I think they benefited for about this market as well. So, I think it depends on the geo, let's say.
I want to notice that generally affiliation started from Amazon more than 20 years ago. And look where we are now. We have a huge conferences around the world. And I even see from the size of the conferences and the companies, before it was 1 to solo affiliates, and they grew in 10 years, in 6 years to the huge holdings that started from one affiliate, after affiliate, farming, finance, accounts. So I truly believe that we are not on the peak affiliation yet. We will still grow. And as people are consuming online content, and right now I see them more and more consuming mostly mobile content, we will have different kind of traffic sources. And basically, even like 5 years ago, TikTok was a brand new traffic source, but affiliate even managed to run the traffic through TikTok. Black hat, cloaking, farming accounts, so spreading the everywhere. That's why I truly believe the nature of human being is consuming, and affiliates would always follow this chain. That's why I truly believe that affiliate marketing would never die.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, we have seen that maybe 10, 20 years ago, we have seen a one traffic source of traffic which would be dominating. I think right now as affiliates, we're looking into different areas, right? We're looking at the YouTube, we're looking at the communities, we're looking at everywhere we can get that traffic from. So I think this is where the evolution will come from, and I think this is those affiliates that solely rely on one traffic, I think eventually would be at a losing game here. So continuing our discussion, Alessandro, you mentioned the LATAM and that how you're focusing on it as a growth market. What are the biggest challenges you're seeing with driving traffic for the growth market? What are the obstacles you're seeing?
Yeah, well, LATAM, it's very interesting market for us. We see the majority of operator targeting there. With recent Brazil regulation, it's increasing the numbers of operators with license. The difficult part is it's always fraud, because in LATAM there is a lot of fraud, a lot of multi-accounts, same IP. But if you have a fraud tool in place, you can prevent that. But the regulation in Brazil, for example, gave us an advantage, because to work there with regulated operators, you have to set up a company in Brazil, and we did it, and not a lot of affiliates did that, so we have an important key point for us to increase our revenue with this company.
And Svetlana, do you have anything to add on top of that?
I just want to mention that Brazil and other Latin American countries generally, there are more than 10 million potential players just in Latin America. And if to compare it to some European countries, we can't really compare it, no matter how that is. 10 millions is 10 millions. 220 millions just living in Brazil. And if I'm right, like last year, over $5 billion being spent on the betting in Latin America. So no matter what it is, that market would just boom and grow. As we know, there would be some changes, regulations. Basically, the payment solution is still a problem on the tier 3 countries. But my impression that the more basically, and generation is growing as well. So the young generation, they're mostly on the mobiles, as you know that for LATAM, mobile traffic is the most performance traffic. Only I think the quality of the traffic and generally the players would depend of the social level of people that are living there, and also you would adapt with your creatives, because if there is a bad quality traffic, it's mostly not video, it's mostly just a picture, and it will come with the time, and it will probably, like a chain, it would come with a better regulation, and that regulation could be positive and negative for affiliates. But I think that for Latin America, betting would exist for sure.
Do you mind if I add something, just as a Brazilian myself as well? I would say that another challenge, apart of the fraudulent traffic, which is unfortunately a big thing, is how much Brazilians are very attached to our local reference. Like the cultural reliance is really big, strong there. So just trying to replicate whatever works on tier 1 countries just doesn't work there. Like the payment methods as Pix, for example, or how Brazilians
Normal cards
relate
is not working at all. You should always be integrated with the local payment solutions.
Yeah, and like even in general, sometimes it's funny for me to explain that to like other Europeans affiliates that never been there. Like Brazil is really a jungle by itself and has so many like local reference in many ways when it comes to traffic, for example. Not only SEO, but the way that Brazilians rely on influencers is insane. So it's very interesting to see how that also might be a challenge sometimes. You need the local user behavior to like shape the way that you invest on these markets for sure.
I think, guys, we've touched on a very interesting point here. I think, Svetlana, you mentioned it, that we have, for example, LATAM, other markets, we have huge quantity of traffic, right? We have massive volumes. How do you ensure that that massive volumes converts into conversion and a good quality players?
I think it's a main problem of all operators when affiliates are running the traffic and that quality of traffic would be good. So as affiliates, as you know, we can start a CPA deal or you can serve rev shares. And when the quality of traffic is good, affiliates taking care of the traffic because if they're on the rev shares deals, they have an interest basically to perform. But for small media buyers team, sometimes start of the rev share basis, it's not as interesting because it's a long game. That's why I think here you need to keep a balance. And also it's very important for quality of traffic to adapt your creatives for the local dialect, because as I remember that in even if it's a Spanish-speaking or Portuguese-speaking country, the creative should be adapted to the local market and also follow local celebrities. If it's a sport betting, follow the local championships. And that one would increase quality of traffic. And it's very complicated. Like I mostly specialized on the Facebook traffic. I was in-house media buyer, Facebook traffic, and there is a little bit different things than SEO or even the not the gray hat traffic. But when you for Facebook traffic, when you target with the age, sometimes it's plus, sometimes it's minus, because you're cutting the audience and you could end up with very expensive traffic. But there are other things how you could add some interest or lookalike. If operators would share with you the with a lookalike, it would increase quality of traffic for everyone, and it would be win-win for everyone.
Yeah, that's great. Alessandro, what are the tactics you use that making sure that the traffic you're getting is a high quality traffic that you're...
Yeah, generally we of course give budget to affiliates. We give test budget to them, and if the quality is going well, we surely expand the traffic and the budgets. But usually in Brazil, we work a lot with tipsters, with influencers, with small influencers, let's say. But because Brazil, it's a huge market for that. I think it's the second biggest social media market in the world after the US. So, I mean, it's huge, the traffic volume they have. With some of them, especially YouTube studios and iGaming review websites, we kind of train them to give to the operator quality traffic because we have the experience of Europe, and they are growing also with us, this influencer, and they the Brazilian people, Latin American people, they are very loyal. Let's say once you help them out, they will stay with you. I would not say forever, but for a long period of time.
Yeah. Katerina, you have anything to add on the quality of traffic and how do you ensure that the traffic you're getting is of a good quality?
That's tricky, as I think the guys covered pretty much everything. I think when it comes to Brazil, you need to find this fine line between a diverse portfolio of traffic. Otherwise, you tend too much just to end up with fraudulent traffic, unfortunately. So it's a good approach, having a mix of SEO, PPC, social, and also rely on the influencers. And if I would add something, is having a good selection of influencers, kind of like very related to sports or casino or anything that would give us some credibility when it comes to the message they're passing to the players. I think this would ensure some quality, yeah.
Yeah. So this panel is flying by, and we have just a little bit more than 10 minutes left, and I really want to cover some of the topics. For example, we all know that in affiliate marketing, SEO is one of the main channels, right? And we have seen that what's happening lately with the SEO world, the black hat. So what is your take looking into future? Do you think we're still going to be seeing a lot of black hat playing in the affiliate scenes? Do you think it will get cleaned up? I think it's a very hot topic right now. So Svetlana, you want to start?
You know, I remember the time when like 5-6 years ago, everyone was saying, oh my God, social traffic is dead, Facebook is dead. But from their own experience of our media buyers, I would like to say that right now they're running the traffic through the application traffic, now PVA traffic. If you don't know what does it mean, PVA, guys, Google it. And if you know, it's incredible. But the problem is that nowadays, I feel it, they're so clever, and they always will find a way how to make money. That's why, like, if there is a profit and it would help to increase your revenue at the end, we will do it. And as to say that social media traffic is that, I can't say because today Facebook is not kind to us. But on another month, Facebook is kind to us. And you need to look on all of it with one big picture and always diversificate. Always diversificate your traffic source and your offers, your geos, because, and do not rely basically on one offer or on one traffic source, my impression. That's what I see from the experience. Because when you have a big team, if you have a big team and you need to pay salaries, you need to learn how to diversify your risks.
Alessandra, what's your take for a future of white hat, black hat, and what we're going to see in the next future?
Nowadays there are so many different ways to attract traffic. No, the affiliates are inventing new ways constantly. So I think it's a little bit complicated to have prediction about that. There are just some new ways that we are network, so we see this every day. New and new possibilities. Of course, some sources are a little bit slower down, like for example SEO. Some websites are suffering less clicks, less views. But I think like media buying, there are some, as Petrana said as well, there are some new media, like for example TikTok. In Brazil there is Quai, that is very popular, and yeah, let's see what is the future, what is going on in the future.
Katerina, do you think Google will clear its act and we're going to be seeing all white hat approach from now on, or do you think we'll still be seeing a mix of things?
Sorry, say that again, please. I cannot hear you.
Do you think Google in the future would clear its act and we will be seeing the white hat approach going forward only, or it's always going to be a bit of a mix?
I think it's a tough one. I think I agree with Alessandra on that. It will always be a sustainable mix, and we still need to see where it goes. Cannot have nothing set in stone yet. I think things are really changing very fast, mainly for these emerging markets. Everything can happen in very fast. So.
Yeah, completely agree. Let's just touch upon briefly on AI. How did AI in the recent years have changed your strategies for the traffic acquisitions?
If I can, Gambling.com has a very strong approach when it comes to AI, and that's one of the main focus for the company for a while now. So, so far, I see a very big impact when it comes to internal process, competitor analysis, content creation, fraudulent traffic, like everything that can kind of like speed up the process itself. It's something that we're trying to use AI to kind of like gain time in that aspect so we can focus on the strategy, because I think that's where AI yet cannot really replace us, I would say. So we try to put our brilliant team to work on a strategy in whatever can be optimized with AI. I mean, manual process, tools, that's where we've been using the most.
Yeah, I think we're all seeing quick adaptation of AI technology and tools. It's really easy to use them in everyday life. How has it been for you, Alessandra, to incorporating AI or LLMs?
AI changed, transformed radically how we work nowadays. Nowadays we do creatives for ads. Nowadays we do communication for affiliates totally with AI, and I think this is just the start. No, we will have more and more automatization soon, and this is a good opportunity to automatize our work with ads, and also with the relationship, some kind of relationship or institutional communication to affiliates and to partners. But most important, I think it's the human relationship between each other, and that's why we are here now for this panel for conferences.
Yeah, this is not an AI panel, guys. We're all humans.
From the point of analyzing new market and which slots are performing on particular geo, for example, if you don't know anything, what kind of audience, do they like chickens or they don't like chickens? I wouldn't name particular slots. The AI is working perfectly. And to generally to know the behavior of the customer or your potential customer, and for generating the creatives, I would speak not only about gambling and betting affiliation. Like our team, we are running the ads for the conference, and we are using AI. And like this year, I also did a speech about performance of AI. We showed the cost per mile on the AI-generated creative or creative that been generated with professional videographer. Then we paid 4K just for professional filming, and I just would say that in some point the cost been the same, and the results been quite the same. It all depends of right now of the prompt, what you're giving to AI, and how good is your design, or it could be even a SMM manager. And for our social media content that been right now, like affiliates, they are not just affiliates, they are turned to brands. They have their own Instagram channels, like probably all companies that presented on our conference, they're doing their social media, and it's helped to make content faster, better quality, and I think it's almost fired all content writers around the world. Right now, everyone could write a really good quality content for email or even for so many things, and it made our life faster and better. Only the most important, to learn how to generate good quality prompt and what exactly you would like to get at the end.
Yeah, I agree completely. So guys, we're running out of time. I would like to just close it up with the last question for all of you. So what are you most focused on for the next few years in your strategies? It can be the new growing markets, it can be AI. So in your opinion, what is the most energy? Where does it go to? Katarina, you want to start?
Sure. I'd say that so far our main focus is having a holistic approach where we can really go hand in hand with operators from beginning to the end of the player acquisition journey. So as I mentioned earlier, we don't see ourselves as just lead generators. So whenever it comes to retention or ads or pretty much any part of the process, we're really focused on having a very optimized process and integrated process with our partners as well.
Yeah, so basically the affiliate not just a traffic acquisition source anymore, it's more of a partner to the users and to the operators.
Definitely.
Thank you. Alessandro?
Well, for us, as a network, we would like to continue developing our internal traffic or our own media buying and so on, to not rely only on affiliates. That might be tricky sometimes. And we will continue expanding in emerging markets like LATAM, but we would like also to expand in Asia soon, very soon. And try to focus and grow in tier 1 as well, which is not really our core market for now.
As an affiliate agency and affiliate conference, our main focus is to create comfortable platform where affiliates could meet operators. And I am, as Ukrainian, I feel honored to represent Ukrainian affiliates on the market, because we have really strong, great SEO team, just normal social traffic. And I see that right now affiliate business in the CIS country is booming, and I'm happy to see more and more CIS companies on the worldwide conference. And my main mission and main goal is to make it happen every year, bigger, stronger, and put as much of effort for it.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much, guys. It was really, really fantastic panel.
Thank you.
Round
Thank
of
you so
applause
much.
for
Thank
this amazing speakers, guys. Thank you.
Absolutely huge thank you to Maria and to your panel. What great conversation.